So if your tomatoes look like this and you're wondering why, it's because there's a big green caterpillar somewhere in your garden on your plant and you need to find it. And if you look closely, the caterpillar is in the frame somewhere. So here's your test. Try to see if you can spot the caterpillar. Oh, keep it in the frame the entire time. So what you do is look for evidence like this and go up. Keep going up till you see the caterpillar. And there he is. Right there. They get pretty big, but their skin is the same color as the tomato plant. So you need to find as many of those as you can. We had a good rain last night. I'm harvesting some rainwater. I'll show you the rainwater in just a minute, but look, orange pumpkins in the middle of May. I never thought I'd have pumpkins already, but I planted about a month earlier. Also got some new green ones and some white little ghost pumpkins. Here's my first spaghetti squash coming out. Never had spaghetti squash before. And here's another spaghetti squash plant. No flowers blooming right now. Let's give this to the chickens. Oh, I missed. Okay. Come on, get it. There you go. And here's my stack of barrels. You can hear the water gurgling in from the house. Slowly filling up from last night's rain. This will soon be the garden wall for Garden 2.0, I think. Put a garden over here and some fencing back there. Peaches are ripening. Have the bird netting, which really works. Just put it up when you need it, take it off when you're done. Periodically pull it off the new growth so it doesn't grow through. And so you can remove it easily later in the season. I snuck some more lettuce in some pots. And if you see this on your lettuce, it means those darn caterpillars are getting your lettuce. So you need to look on the back of the leaves, find them. So I couldn't find the little inch caterpillars on those other lettuce leaves, but I want to show you this. This is Malabar spinach, and it does not get bothered by caterpillars. So I think I'm going to plant this next year in a whole garden bed dedicated by itself. It gets these little seeds that you can replant. It's a vine, it's not true spinach. This is a tomato in the way. But it will grow very long, and the greens can be eaten raw or stir-fried like spinach. And the leaves actually get bigger. This leaf earlier in the last 2 weeks was only about this big, but now It's as big as my hand. I had no idea they would keep growing in size. I thought they would just produce more. And they reseed. They do well if you give a little bit of moisture to the top of the soil all around it. And in Texas, they need a little shade, no matter what it says. This is the Campari tomato. They're golf ball size. This is becoming my favorite tomato plant. Just loads of tomatoes all over. They ripen quick enough that the birds don't get them and they don't rot like the bigger tomatoes do. And there's just loads of them everywhere. All over. Here's another favorite. It's called red pear. You get these little oval-shaped tomatoes. Lots of big clumps all over the place. And they ripen quickly. They're one of the first ones to ripen in the season. It's another one of my favorites. Here's the green beans. Man, it does not take many green beans to feed a family of 4. This is an 8x3 bed, and we get a good harvest of green beans about every 4 days, enough to fill a big bowl. It seems the most successful pepper I've grown this year has been a volunteer that grew outside of a hole in my compost bin. I will never refuse a pepper plant. They are hard to grow for some reason.